We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important. Correct. No. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain. A matter of coin. Very well.
What's on your mind?
Speak.
So, not a tentacle to be seen? Naturally, but I was thinking, what if it doesn't? Of course, first sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. I don't think poison is for me. Nor stabbing, come to think of it. I always felt decapitation was a fine choice. One good swing and then nothing. But we were talking about you. What'll it be? A classic. One good thrust to the heart and you're gone. We need a good blade, of course. Don't want to waste time hacking and prodding with a dinner knife. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously. If the last day has taught me anything, it's that the impossible is more likely than you think. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache, our mouths should bleed, yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally. Speak.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Agreed. We can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. All right. I've kept you from your blanket long enough. Rest well.
Be with you in a moment. Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on? My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Children! Look who's here. The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
The Blade of Frontiers.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. Well, you know where to find me.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
A worthy ally, perhaps. But I'll waste no time chasing devils while a tadpole feasts on our skulls.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
still alive, so that's progress.
Step! Parry! Strike! Damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the Druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing! Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The Druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Swing and swivel and wait. Wait. Now lunge!
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move! Stop it! Get out of my head!
Let me out, you bunch of softies! I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids and your birdies.
What to bring?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down.
That's the...
She didn't kill you.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tieflin. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill him too?
You! Move! You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Let me out, you bunch of... Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'd sooner swig a flask of acid than anything a goblin cooks up.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on ya. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are. Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like. You're gonna be sorry!
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost. You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Food. You want it or not?
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference.
The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. What I'd do for some salt.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. sorry, love. I just lose the run of myself sometimes. I must say, though, you're looking mighty peaky. Are you all right? Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong? As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother. Take care now, sweetie.
True.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Die if I met heroic and reeking of this.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You threatening me? You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face when you find the trouble.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Damn goblins!
Like the sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again. Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged them, the stupid bastard. These weren't no normal goblins. And Liam weren't no friend, all right? Just another raw recruit, thought he was in some storybook.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off. Them devils ain't local. They're refugees. Fella who runs this place offered them shelter. Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. Can't wait to get back to the gate.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Luck's been on our side this far. No reason to think it'll run out now.
Optimism, my friend. Try it out.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
I'd die if I met Eroica reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
I could use the target practice.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Chucky. Fine.
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
No hard feelings.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Kenyak, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run. The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Until Roland shows off his thunder wave.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
I think I'd make a fine teacher.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. You seem nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails. Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from.
Real cheap too. Interested? Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it. Tails! There. Happy? You got it. One sec. That's what I got. Nothing caught.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You notice she's trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.